My little girl got my phone.
Sure, use the little girl as an
So what's the little PJ Watt though, bro? I don't hear send him over.
Alright, every day. What you gonna give me, 232-year-olds?
Nah, bro. I send over. What you need? You don't need no safety, do you?
I don't need shit.
Nah. We'll see.
Nowhere.
We'll see what's really going on.
Yeah, watch them get real familiar with that young.
You gotta catch us first.
I think that's a problem. Game of the week, you know that, right?
Oh, is it really?
Top 2 seasons of them. There might be
First
one more
opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the
They had to give the Vikings a free win.
in
We was
downtown
doing
New
a revival
Orleans.
at church.
Nothing like the
I
fanfare of introduction
wasn't
to
getting
an
home.
NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics,
I
you
wasn't getting
name
home
it.
till like
This crowd is
9:30, so
ready
you know I had
as
to
their
work the
guys
seats
get
over
set
there.
to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I was turning injuries off. Like, damn.
Ready, 18 Gator.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You
Leading
said right down
rusher
the word
in
vision
the
from
league.
him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues,
You better watch out for that
long
man. He's a
afternoon for those guys trying
bad
to play some
man.
defense.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
General West. Yeah. Hey, team six. Six guy. Check 6 guy.
Looking to throw. Samuels, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on third down. Samuels. And What a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
180. Check 3. 11.
Garoppolo now. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Oh. 8 sacks, huh?
He be coming for you.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
21. Here we go. 11.
Stay alert.
Here's Garoppolo to throw.
What is that? What is that?
Down he goes again.
Yeah, the field goal range. That's what that is.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry.
Bruh, what is that?
Blink of an eye, that happened
What the
fast.
fuck
and a
was
big
that?
sack.
When have you ever in your life seen a quarterback pivot like that, bro? What the fuck?
Hey. Man said you gotta have a slow release. Anyway, possible.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Right. Just make something happen, guys.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking.
Gotta get around that guy.
But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right?
Yeah.
Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd down now. It's Hunt, and down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Go! And shoot go! Go out!
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Look at me! Go!
Back to throw. Samuels got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Wait a second.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Move. Tighten up. Hey, switch gears. Check. Crunch.
No, shit. I'm just paying attention to that.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. They winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Hey, box up. Hey, Wahoo! Check 52. Mike 54. Mike 54. Me and you on deck.
To throw on 2nd down. Samuels. And that'll be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Samuels. That one is caught by Hunt. And he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He'll get this to Eckler. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Black 80! Watch QB. Watch QB. Tight dog.
Garoppolo looks to throw. To the end zone, but
Dang,
it's incomplete.
I was going for the ball. What do you mean?
How are you going for the ball? But now it's 3rd and goal.
He didn't
turn around.
Now we got 3rd and
I
goal
was trying to.
Can you imagine being
That's me. I was going for the
You
ball.
know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
White.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
Well, I'll say, goddamn,
But it's
triple cover.
incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6 instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
He's got a man, complete.
Let's go.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. On first down, Samuels. Oh, that was dangerous. dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Yeah, it's just getting very killer.
This offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been
I picked that
assignment
up.
sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
Did he die?
They'll have 2 remaining
What?
as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A toss play to Hunt. He's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
I'm going back to you. Hey, Mike 7. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. His team showed up. Mike, check. 59. Hey, exit. 59 Mike. Check it.
On 3rd down, Samuels. This is brought in by Gibson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Tell your mama.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Oh, run! What are you doing?
Emmanuel Agba in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Hunt. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, Samuels.
Oh, wow, bro, what the hell?
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want it to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Garoppolo on first down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So line of scrimmage still a 39 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Stupid.
And he brings that back. Can you believe it? Offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball. I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But when you get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Watch it. 12, fellas. Here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these kids, these back-to-back catch. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rodney Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that.
Boy, I'll be on my practice squad and stop. Oh, you and your pro was in there, him, and then that Bills dude. All y'all on my practice squad.
Being on second half, no matter what, first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Come this way. Come. Hey, Charlie.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh my God! What is going on?
Now, this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
You died?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
At least your dude throwing accurate passes when he do throw it. Goddamn, I mean.
Because I built this nigga, man. You trying to play with some scrub.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
85. Jimmy G is like 82.
Garoppolo was definitely doing that last year.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Yeah.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's
not where you were.
I know I wasn't worried about holding me here.
Right.
Like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Garoppolo. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Yep.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Bravo.
Throwing on first down.
This thing, I'm done with this,
Like
man.
maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Okay.
This might be the best quarterback
Here
you've
now
had.
it's second and 10 again from the 41.
Say, man. This is going all wrong.
They'll toss it to Hunt. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That second down play call was not to pick up the
Quarterback
first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down. Because they didn't complete shot first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. But now it's going to bring up a fourth down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way. Take some time off the clock and keep the ball away.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Awkwardly, it almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 66 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Garoppolo again here on second and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This is taken around the 12. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
Bro, that's not okay.
So skilled and hit from distances that we almost have to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
Bro, that was clear as day, bro. That was clear as day outside, bro. I don't care what anybody said. That was outside.
We'll see. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. On the move to his left.
Go, ball. What is going on? You keeping the ball in your hand way too long, dude.
Number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. Samuels. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Go!
On 4th down, Samuels. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Wait. 65. X3, 218, chop it.
Now Eckler. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
I am done with all of this.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rule seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to play all the damn
I think
route.
he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Yes.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run here with Eckler. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
2nd and 3. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the gun on 3rd down, Samuels. He may try and run for this. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Check 3. Hard.
On 1st and 10, Samuels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Samuels. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st down, Samuels nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. Samuels. And this is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Go to your mama. Go to your mama.
Throwing on third and long. Samuels. That one caught by
Go to your mama.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
He's big.
It'll be a pickup of
You
16.
gotta go to your mama. Get the other phone.
The marker, and it's fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, Samuels. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Huh? Yeah.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of 2 there. Second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, Alpha. Mike, check 59, 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Looking to throw on second down. Samuels. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Everyone happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped in the contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Very
myself
disappointing.
a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying.
Very disappointing.
If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Let's go.
Their time to shine. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Bro.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all.
And they tried to
me,
use
it raises the question of What's right
Bro, is that what they try to do?
nowadays? Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have
Oh,
nothing
thanks
to
for letting me know
You try and
that.
extend it because
My
you
quarterback
feel
not throwing
like
it to the wide open people?
Extend it. Have some
I don't
fun.
know.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what that is.
That's exactly what Jimmy was.
So now they're
Jimmy
going to
wasn't
send out
doing
the
that.
field goal unit to, as they say, fire
Bro,
away from
your
long
biggest
distance.
complaints came from
This to
when
make
I
it
was
a
on
three-score
offense,
game
not when I was
late.
on defense. You were saying that I had, bro. Are you saying, so you saying your biggest complaint came when I was on defense and Jimmy G was not throwing it to the right people?
Jimmy G wasn't throwing it to anybody, fool. He was throwing it straight to you.
Bro, so what you're doing right now is taking away from my users' lurks, bro. You can't be taking away from my users.
No, bro, you're misunderstanding.
Until then, this game's
Just
over.
like yo nigga threw that whole 20 yards over, Jimmy G was doing that as well.
The late points get scored and
No.
it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had
Click
to
on the
do.
nigga and
Just
catch
make
the
sure you
stick.
don't
That's
cough
not.
up the football.
Apparently, I can't do that either because I had quite a few that was
That's exactly
Yeah, my dude, I don't know what happened today.
So for the Saints,
He must got
the
rattled
win
from
here
that
means
loss
it'll
he
be a
had against
7-1
the
first
Vikings or
half of the
something.
season. And they will hit the road next
bro.
week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside
When your boy,
Travis,
stop
we
it,
thank
stop
our
it,
entire
stop
crew.
it.
I'm Brandon Gordon. This is
Not
the
when I'm
NFL
in here,
on
no.
EA
No,
Sports.
no.
Alright.
You take it a bit too far, sir.
We're going 3 rounds this season, apparently. That's if you make the playoffs.
Oh, I'll make
You know
it.
what I'm
Really?
I got him rattled up in his head.
Boy, you are not. That was the dumbest thing I heard all day.
107 receivers. That game was ass. You know, Austin Eckler was up for breakout. This nigga had to get 200 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. I already knew that wasn't gonna happen, so if I tried to force it, I would have lost.
So now you nigga had no X Factor.
It's okay. He's a superstar.
That's true. That's what I think. As long as I got a superstar, we good. Man, that game upset me though, bro. That wasn't a good game. He never got out of that little overthrowing the receiver funk.
Nigga in the commissioner chat said, "Hey, this nigga Denzel is back."
Bro, stop it. Stop it.
I'm telling you, bro. They
Bro,
already know.
they do, okay.
No,
Okay.
no, I'm talking about from last season, bro. Cause like, I was in the Super Bowl every season, bro. Like, that's what they expected, bro.
No last Madden?
Back, yeah.
No.
In our league, this league.
Very disappointing. Oh well. You got Call of Duty, bro? Oh shit.